Not again. Hurricane Irma could destroy this state worse than what hit Texas. Another massive hurricane is brewing just after Hurricane Harvey wreaked so much havoc and devastation on Texas and Louisiana. This one is named Irma, and Florida is in trouble. Governor Rick Scott has declared a state of emergency for every single county in his state. Hurricane Irma is now coming in as a Category 4 storm. His order states Hurricane Irma poses a severe threat to the entire state of Florida and requires that timely precautions are taken to protect the community's critical infrastructure and general welfare of this state, the order states. Here's what she looks like now. Forecasters track Hurricane Irma's path towards the U.S.
Another storm could threaten the U.S. It's brewing out in the Atlantic as we speak. Hurricane Irma now churning far out in the Atlantic, and meteorologist Adam Klotz live in the Fox Extreme Weather Center. What do we need to know about this, Adam?
Hey there, Ed. Well, this is a big one. It continues to move this way, but obviously slowly as you're looking at a movement there at 14 miles an hour. Winds up to 120 miles an hour. We're beginning to see a couple of watches and warnings being placed in the Lesser Antilles. That should be arriving into those initial islands here tomorrow night. So we still have a little bit of time, but this is going to be a big system. Currently that Category 3 will build up to a Category 4 storm. Here is our current path. This is the cone of uncertainty, which means it could settle a little to the south. It could move a little to the north, but current paths take it right to the north of San Juan, Puerto Rico before running into the Bahamas. When you see the Bahamas there, that's running you all the way until Saturday. So yes, there's still a good amount of time from today, Monday, all the way into Saturday. Still, at that point, we'll be waiting to see where exactly it's going to go, if it's going to make landfall or not. Now, the models keep shifting on this a little bit. We've got a big Bermuda high-pressure system, and that's forcing this thing to settle to the south. Initial models suggested maybe it wants to run to the north, but as this keeps pushing on it, we keep seeing this shift farther and farther south. As it moves this direction, we're going to have to make up our mind. Are we going to move up the east coast, or there's at least a small chance that this sneaks into the Gulf? Most models at this point are telling us that yes, it's going to be climbing up the east coast. Here's what some of our tropical models do say, and this is a spaghetti plot, so it runs several different models, all pretty much in agreement there, running right north of Puerto Rico. But at this point, that's when you start to question, well, where will you go next? A couple of different possibilities here as well. One, as it moves that way, we're talking about strengthening from a 3 to a 4, maybe going back down to a 3 as you run over some of those islands. But this is going to be a big one, and it's still not totally known where it's going to turn, right or left. But guys, we are getting here right into the heart of hurricane season. It actually peaks on the 12th, which could be when this thing's getting closer to shore. So we're right there. We're going to be busy here for a little while, guys.
Wow, no doubt about it. The Gulf can hardly withstand another storm right now, but the East Coast also bracing for that. Adam, thanks for bringing us the info.
Yep.
While she's expected to go up the East Coast, there's a small chance she could move into the Gulf of Mexico, where Harvey just left. While I hate to see a hurricane of that magnitude hit anywhere, it would be so awful if another went into the Gulf so soon after Harvey. I hope you will share this out everywhere to warn those in the path of Irma to get out of her path sooner rather than later. We've already seen enough lives lost from one tragic hurricane this year. Please share and comment. Be safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.